everybody, how you doing today? It's a beautiful day out, so I figured we'd try to melt down some aluminum in our ghetto little forge. What we'll be using is some 6061 T6 aluminum that is scraps from plasma cutting, and we have our little DIY forge here. Nice little setup, an old lawnmower and some exhaust pipe. We're going to be burning hard coal in the forge today. Got a bucket of it just over in there. So first, we'll work our way over from wood to coal by adding small pieces. That's the key here. If you're new to this and you're trying to light a coal fire, the temptation is to just cover the whole thing in coal and try to light it with lighter fluid. What you want to do is start a nice big wood fire and add pieces of coal gradually. So as you can see, the way coal burns is it takes a piece like this here, and once it gets up to a certain temperature, it starts, I don't know if you can see that, it starts flaking away. So the piece literally, yeah, see? The piece literally explodes, into tiny little pieces, which then in turn create more pieces, and you get this nice bed of really hot coal. So now we're gonna heat up our crucible and see if you can indeed cast aluminum into wood. Crude little thing we MIG welded together here. Another thing is when you're burning with coal, coal has a really distinct smell of what it smells like when you have a 100% coal fire. And once you successfully light your first one, you'll never forget the smell, and you'll know exactly what it smells like. Now we're going nice. You can see there the crucible's starting to get red hot. The melting point of aluminum is about 1200 degrees, and I believe when steel is 1200 degrees, it's yellowy red. Melting point of copper, on the other hand, is really high, and if you're using a steel crucible like we are here, it's going to be a lot more touch and go as far as temperature, especially because this is such a crude system. If you had a system like this, it is possible, but again, it's sketchy. What you can do is use a giant thermometer, though I forget what it's specifically called. So now, just because the crucible looks like it's 8,006,000,006 degrees, I'm going to take our, there it is. I'm going to take our crucible tongs. I'm going to take this piece of aluminum, throw it in there. If you ever find yourself doing stuff like this, you definitely want to be careful. Because once oh, look at that! Hey! That's pretty cool. That is cool. That is really cool. Okay, so we have our mold here. This is where we're pouring our mold. Again, this is an experiment to test if you can indeed cast aluminum in wood. And what the hell, we'll just pour, see what happens. This is aluminum in wood. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, on a scale of 1 to miserable failure, that was pretty up there. So by my definition, what defines like not being able to cast in a material is that the material you're casting in, that the mold is made out of, deforms. Because then your whatever you're trying to make becomes compromised. So it did deform the mold a little bit, so I'm gonna go with no, you can't do it. Okay, you guys totally missed that. Sorry about that, that was my bad. But we're back now, and so I said to myself, I was cutting the aluminum to size with a steel blade cutting wheel on an angle grinder, and as you people who know anything about angle grinders and cutting wheels, that doesn't work out too well. So I figured maybe I could heat it up and then chisel it off, you know, like just do like a kind of forge cut thing. But I heated it up and it just fell off. So I'll see if I can do it again. Okay, so now you can see I could write on the impurities on the top. So if I just hold this here for a little bit more, you can see how liquidy it is already, just from holding the camera. Damn it, I missed again, but you get the idea. Come on now. Don't give me any sass. There we go. Good aluminum. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some salt as flux. Because as you noticed, it was very viscous the first time we tried to pour. So I'm going to add some salt as flux. I think it works. I've read on a lot of forums it works. So we'll just, that's a lot of salt. Okay, so we'll just never touch the salt again. So it has gone down a bit. It is red hot too. So yeah, we have some liquid at the bottom there. So now it's just a matter of getting it all down there. Ooh, this is starting to look cool. What the heck do you mean starting? It's been cool from the beginning. Obviously, this is the coolest video you ever see in your entire life. Right? No, you've seen cooler. Maybe you just think you've seen cooler and you actually haven't. That is freaking cool. Look at this. And there you go. We have a bucket of molten aluminum. Okay, so here is our completely play sand wet mold of a little piece of crap, quote unquote, dagger. Okay, so we're getting ready to pour here. As you can see, all the impurities have risen to the top. It's what I expected. Can't say it's anything more or anything less. Well, everybody, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you try anything you see here yourself, be sure to be careful, and if you find out anything that I could have done better, let me know. Be sure to subscribe, comment, like. Things we could have done better. We could have made a more precise mold. Maybe we could have mixed in some clay, some red clay, and baked it in an oven for a little bit, harden it up, and then come back with a small chisel and really add some detail. I think that would work. Another thing we could have done is not used aluminum. We could have used some copper and tin and made a cool little bronze thing. That'll be next video. Copper and tin. We'll make bronze, but